So, Jack Howard annual YouTube content creator discussion 2K teen. Let's go. This couldn't have come at a better time because I was actually thinking about this a few days ago and then I saw this stream of videos, and I like how every time this comes up we treat it as a new issue. It's not. We talk about this all the time and we just sometimes get a little more frustrated about it than others. I'm a film production major, and to this day, whenever I say that I still post videos to YouTube, I get those people who are like, really? Really, you don't use Vimeo? Because YouTube is garbage. And they're not wrong, because now YouTube has taught us to value the people that sell themselves, the big personalities that have hundreds of thousands of views, that give you nothing but top 10 lists and life updates. And that's so funny because that's like not the kind of content that I personally follow. There's this big debate that I've been having internally about like whether or not I want to do more film things or keep my style generally internet content-y, which certain teacher was telling me, you know, don't do that. But I like doing it. I think I'm good at it, and if I'm good at it, I'm gonna hone that craft. I think there's something to be said for that. But that's not what YouTube is anymore. YouTube isn't this place where we go to genuinely express ourselves, or whether, no, it's a place where me and people I follow still do that. However, no one cares. People care about videos like Colleen Ballinger posting a video with the title "Pregnancy Announcement," and it was a video about her Netflix special. Like, who cares? I understand that those people came in and that was how they found their success, and that's how they're making their money, being a personality. And you know, if I had that kind of power, who's to say that I wouldn't wield it? But here's the thing. That doesn't mean that their content is inherently good. Truthfully, all it means is that they started YouTubing at the right time. They came into YouTube when YouTube didn't have those central people that, you know, kind of represented what it was about. They got to step in and be the celebrities because they were there. If you go back and look at their early videos, you're gonna see that you could easily make something like that. However, they're also kind of crap. If I were to post something like that today, no one would pay attention. They were just the first ones to do it because they were there. It doesn't mean that they have talent. It doesn't mean that they're better than any of the rest of us. It means they were there when no one else was. The people who got in on the ground floor of YouTube are the ones who are still reaping its benefits, and they've just turned into massive sellouts. That doesn't mean that you and the content that you make aren't valuable. It just means that you didn't jump on the bandwagon soon enough. I think about that a lot because I've actually been YouTubing for 9 years. I've been on this site for 9 years, and I remember how easy it was to just post content and have so many people see it. And nowadays you just remain in obscurity for forever, even if your content is so refreshingly awesome. If you don't sell yourself, if you don't brand yourself, if you don't have the right Twitter handle, if you don't do everything you possibly can to make sure people see you, no one will. And that sucks. I hate it. YouTube just loses so much respect in my eyes just by the content that, like, I just keep seeing, the content that this site tells me I'm supposed to like. The content that I really love, though, no one seems to give a shit about. It's funny because I've never met a single person who actually genuinely loves and respects what big YouTubers now do. It's something to watch while you wait in line for a flight, when you're at the dentist's office, when you're just so bored out of your mind, you just want that garbage television. And Jack said, you know, sometimes you do want that as opposed to like content that's gonna make you think. Sometimes you want e-news instead of, you know, Game of Thrones, and that's fine. There's a place for that in society, I get it, but I just think so much admiration is put on these YouTubers, and what for? I wanna see people that I love and respect being acknowledged for the stuff that they make. I wanna hear people with real voices talking about things that matter, that I'm interested in, that everyone else is interested in. I can't think of a single big YouTuber video that people have been like, wow, I've always waited for someone to say that. No, they're safe and they're pandering and we're finished with it. This discussion comes up every single freaking year, and yet it feels like nothing changes. It feels like no one has the courage, I guess, to break the mold. I feel like we're all still kind of really trying to be the people that we see getting all this notoriety, and I just wish for once this conversation would happen and something would change. I wish that there was a way that we would know we were heard, because there's more of us than there are of them, and I don't understand why it never feels like that. This conversation got really heavy. Where's the bunny? Where's my baby? Oh, you're lounging. Oh, you're so relaxed. I feel bad moving you. This conversation got a little stressful. Here's a little bundle of joy. Ah, you're so cute and fluffy. I love you. You can get down now. I'm sorry. Anyway, I just want things to change. I want to feel like we matter. I want to feel like this conversation is actually going to go somewhere. If nothing else, at least I've documented how good I look today. I look great. Okay, bye.